I'm a Blackburn. Sa mga hindi nakakaalam, nung panahon na napaalis sa Ferdinand Marcos, habang nasaway siya, in-interview siya ng isang papahayag ng mga balita, ng isang Amerikano, na binatikos yung mga sapatos ni Imelda Marcos at yung mga perang nakaw daw ng pamilyang Marcos nung panahon na yun. Sa mga hindi nakakaalam, panoorin natin tong video na to, di nakakaalam ng mga istorya. Kaya, panoorin na natin kung anong nilalaman nitong balita.
People heard I was coming out to do an interview with you. You know what most people are interested in? Your wife's 3,000 pairs of shoes.
How many shoes
How many shoes?
can you wear on 20 years?
Exactly. How many can you?
Well, she gets all kinds of, buys all kinds of shoes. She has probably to change shoes twice a day. And then after a while, because she has to probably feel more comfortable. And there are parties where she can wear high heels. There are parties where she has to wear short
Good,
heels.
Mr. President. 3,000 pairs of shoes.
Oh,
hundreds and hundreds of...
20 years. Those are collections for 20 years.
But people look at those price tags still hanging from the dresses. People look at the price tags on they see the jewelry, they see the, the cameras went into Malacanang, and they look at that and they say, here's while people are starving out in the street.
Well,
And-
is that a logical conclusion? That we spent this kind of money? Where did the money come from?
I don't know. I think
Probably
that's...
it came from our private funds. Did they prove that it came from public funds? Did they prove that this was the reason why the people don't have any money? Then why did the income of the people increase from
I don't-
736 to 10,000?
I don't
Why
think...
did the deposits in the bank go up 35 times?
Mr. President, I don't think that the equation is if only Mrs. Marcos had not spent the money on the shoes and the dresses, that there would have been enough money there for the people.
But it is
the
obvious
question,
that they are implying this. It's
Sir,
very obvious.
I think the question that people are raising is,
Have
here is the President, here is the First Lady, the Governor of Manila. It seems somehow indecent.
Oh, well, let's say,
I think that's the charge, quite
yeah,
frankly.
that is, of course, something which compares with showing on television nighties, bras, panties, and the like. You talk about good breeding, well, that's it. She probably was used to this when I was a young, overspending congressman, when I was courting, driving a convertible and dancing around town like a spoiled bachelor. But I won't defend her. I will say that she felt that she had to wear dresses in accordance with the occasion, that her duty was not just to be a housewife, but to represent the Filipino people proudly when they are in New York, when she has to talk to heads of state, when she has to go to a funeral of, say, Khrushchev or whoever else, when she has to go to Rome and meet the Pope.
But shopping, Mr. President, shopping trips in which she takes advances of $150,000,
Those shopping trips are all
$200,000.
fabricated. Like saying that she went to Japan and bought $500,000 worth of pearls. That's completely false. That's a lie.
Or $4.5 million expended over 1 month in New York.
Well, probably it was not all spent for her. What is the proof that this was all spent for her? Just because she took it out of her account?
Took it out of
Of her account, I understand that this is what they're proving.
Well, they're saying two things. They're saying, one, that she had kind of an unlimited account with the Bank of the Philippines, that she could draw enormous quantities of money, and two,
That's false.
that money was taken out of the Military Intelligence Fund.
Oh, completely false. That is where, again, the foreign correspondent may have been mistaken. There is no such thing as a military intelligence fund except that which I control.
I mean, what they're talking about, there are very careful notations by your wife's secretary, Faye Jimenez, in which she accounts for each item. And there are expenditures of $10,000, $50,000, $100,000 for one painting, I believe, an expenditure that exceeded $1.5 million.
Oh, I seriously doubt that. I haven't seen this matter. If it is a case in court, I don't want to talk about it. But I can tell you this, that we never spent government funds for our personal purposes. If we did, we replaced them immediately. I may have committed many sins in my life, but stealing money from the people and from the government is not one of them.
Natapos na natin yung mainit na pag-interview kay Ferdinand Marcos sa mga batikos na binibigay sa kanya na maling balita, diba? Tama naman yung sinabi ni Ferdinand Marcos. Kung kayo ang tatanungin ko, sa 20 years, ilang sapatos ang masusuot ninyo? Di ba marami din? At kung napanood ninyo ang isa kong vlog na si Imelda na pumupunta sa mga iba-ibang bansa, bumibili din siya ng mga pang-culture ng Pilipinas. Kaya binabati ko si Ferdinand Marcos na bakit ganon karami. Sabi niya, nasa group ninyo kung totoo yung mga sinabi ninyo. At binatikos din si Ferdinand Marcos na about sa mga perang nuha niya daw sa mga pera ng bayan. Pero ang pinakamasakit talaga, 'di ba? Yung sarili mo na kahit magsabi ka ng totoo, pero ang pinapahayag ng ibang tao ay hindi toong balita. Dahil makikita mo naiiyak na lang talaga si Ferdinand Marcos na kahit i-explain niya ng sobra-sobra na sabi siya ng totoo, pero wala talagang nakikinig sa kanya nung panahon na yon. Nakikita niya lang, ang totoong nakikinig sa kanya is sarili niya at pamilya niya, na mali yung binabati ko sa kanya at binabalita niya. At ang sabi niya pa, kahit man kailan, hindi niya magagawa na gastusin ang pera ng bayan. Dahil pera ng bayan to. Kikita mo sa mga mata niya na nagsasabi ng katotohanan. Mga pinapahayag niya sa sarili niya. Sa mga hindi nakakaalam, si Imelda Marcos, pinopromote niya dati ang mga sapatos talaga ng mga gawa sa Marikina. Yung mga iba doon is mga bigay dahil sa magandang loob nahahatid niya sa kapwa Pilipino na kung bakit marami yung mga sapatos niya. At higit sa lahat, sa mga mali talagang balita, napahayag talaga na sa sarili mo talaga kahit magsabi ka ng totoo. Noong panahon ni Ferdinand Marcos, habang ini-interview siya, wala talagang nakikinig sa kanya. Dahil nung panahon na yon is binulag na ng isipan ng karamihan tao dahil sa mga maling balita